Hello, everyone, and welcome to EAC Speaks, the podcast where we highlight the people, programs, and organizations making a difference in Arkansas communities. At EAC, community is at the heart of everything we do, and today we're excited to shine a spotlight on an event that celebrates love, unity, culture, and connection. Joining me today is Phiffany from Little Rock Black Pride, and she's going to talk about this year's Pride event, Pride in the Park, which is taking place June 7th at MacArthur Park in Little Rock. Hey, Phiffany.
Hey, how are you doing?
I am doing great. Thank you so much for joining me. To start off, I just want to add, for the people who may not know what Little Rock Black Pride is, tell us a little bit about it. You do.
Little Rock Black Pride is something near and dear to my heart. It's just an annual celebration we have every year to support and highlight the Black LGBTQ plus community in Arkansas. Um, it's just a sense of belonging, empowerment, visibility, and addressing like the unique challenges we have when we face race and diversity within our community.
Tell us a little bit about this year's event.
Okay. So we have a full weekend of events for Little Rock Black Pride, which is June 5th through the 7th. But ultimately, June 7th is our Pride in the Park. It is open to everyone, children, friends, family, foes, whoever. We're all coming together to celebrate Pride in the Park, just to celebrate each other and just to end off the weekend with fostering love and family. We don't really have many spaces that we can just go in with our children and, just our children meeting other children who are raised in, you know, households of LGBTQ plus communities and things like that. So they get to really foster each other and learn each other and grow as a community in a whole. And we're right here in downtown Little Rock. So what other place to have it is MacArthur Park in the center of it all. So yes.
I know it. I looked at your schedule of events, and everything looks like it's going to be jam packed and lots of fun.
Lots of fun, jam packed, back to back, no sleep. Just to bring something near and dear to the city. It's gonna be very promote inclusivity in our community, engaging speakers, live performers, and things like that. Learn you'll have community resources out there in Pride in the Park, just so and various activities just to engage people and families. So I'm excited. It's gonna be a busy weekend and a busy day.
I'm looking forward to it. It seems like it will be a lot of fun.
It
Uh,
will.
so it's very important to create safe and welcoming spaces for
Yes.
Black LGBTQ plus individuals in Arkansas and for LGBTQ
You
plus individuals
period.
in general.
Yes. Hmm.
But tell us a little bit more about how Little Rock Black Pride creates safe spaces.
Within our community, we just make it welcoming. Um, we foster mental well being, community support, advocacy, um, just so many things. We allow individuals to express themselves and allow their families to express themselves without fear of discrimination or anything like that. And you will feel the love at Pride in the Park on June 7th. You will feel creating the importance of a safe space for not just us in the community LGBTQ plus, but also our families. Just creating that environment, and you will feel it on June 7th. And it's just going to be a great celebration, and I hope everyone comes out just to see how inclusive it will be. So
I've interviewed a couple of people from your team before. Well, we've interviewed them on EAC Speaks, and I can tell you are all very welcoming. I can feel the love, and I can tell if anyone goes to your event, they're going to experience just that. And I think that's great because we don't have enough of that in the South.
we don't. We don't. We do not have enough of that in the South, and it's time to really close that gap. Is to
Mhm.
keep pushing forward and try to close that gap, especially in the South. We already have it hard enough being in the South. So we just adding extra barriers on us being the LGBT plus community. But now it's time to just we have a still a ways to go, but it's time to make those steps. Keep pressing forward in the times that we're in now, just to make it just safe and places that we can express ourselves. So that's very important to us here at Little Rock Black Pride.
Well, and that's exactly what Little Rock Black Pride is doing. And I'm so thankful we have organizations like that because we just don't have enough communities going out there trying to help
Hmm.
those people that might not be able to just find their people.
Yes, yes. And we also have we have generation underneath us. I can remember when, being younger, in my early, late teens, early 20s, and trying to just really find my space
Mhm.
in this community, trying to really find my space in this life. And I can remember us having a lot of more support back then, but I feel like the generation underneath us is kind of like at a standstill and kind of a little bit more lost. And I feel like it's time for us, when we had the people that were older than us, our elders and stuff in this community, who reached back, gave us a hand, stepping stones to feel inclusive in this community. But I feel like it's our due diligence, and sometimes we get lost trying to press forward, what's important in creating these spaces. But it's time for us to also look back and reach out a hand and pick up our younger generation too, and let them know, hey, same thing that was given to us, we need to give to the people that's behind us. So I mean, definitely, and bring them along right beside us. So I think that's pretty much what's lost right now. We need to build our community stronger, not just Little Rock Black Pride, but us as a whole.
It's there's some dark times happening right now, and I know
Hmm.
Arkansas, like it's so hard to find community. Even I mean, I'm in my 30s,
Hmm.
and it's still hard to find other people who are like me. So that's why I think organizations like Little Rock Black Pride and the events you all do are so important.
Hmm. Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited for this year's guest speakers to share their inspiring stories. I'm excited for the interactive workshops that will be out there throughout the weekend and also at the Pride in the Park. Um, the importance of representation um,
Mm,
in our community, it's a gap that needs to be filled in
yeah.
necessarily. Hmm.
Well, you talked about guest speakers just now, but can you give us a like? Is it known who some of the guest speakers are, or is it top secret, or
It is top secret. You have to come out here and
uh,
enjoy the festivities and really get into the mix with us, and just hear some of those people speak. Like, we're excited for this. So I hope to see many different faces, many diversity, many races, just come together as one. So I definitely, I can't wait. I'm excited.
that's yeah. I think a big part of what makes our state, our country so great is all the different types of people.
Hmm.
We
Hmm.
need to come together. We need to work together because that's the only way we're going to make things better.
Absolutely.
Well, since you can't share who any of the guest speakers are, is there anything about some of the events that are happening you can kind of share a little bit more about? Like, like if you're telling someone, like trying to sell them on coming to Pride in the Park, what would you do?
It's just come out and support our different allies, community organizations. We're going to be providing resources for mental health, and also health in general. Just come out, bring your families, get a sense of pride in what community is. That's the biggest important. If you feel like you cannot find your space in life within this community, this is a good avenue to start. Come out to Pride in the Park on Sunday, and just actively participate in the initiatives and things like that, because we're trying to just fill in those gaps and just support community. So it it would be something, health disparities that we have, because we do have a lot of health disparities in our community. Come out, get some help. Just community building, encourage dialogue, social justice. Like, come out. This is the place to be, to actually feel the love, get a sense of your community, and you know and build a community. Even if you don't have a community, you're trying to find your space, like you find someone there, like build your own knit, your own family, your own community. Whether you don't like to be, because a lot of us are loners and we don't like to be around big crowds and things like that. But if you find one or two people you can grab their number, go to lunch with, you have some similarities, build your own community. This is a safe space to do so. So I actively and encourage everyone to come out. So yes, and it's gonna be fun for the kids. It's gonna be plenty of activities for if you bring your children, bring your dog, come have a blast. It's gonna be plenty there.
Let me bring my dog. I'm sold. I love taking my she's a people, like she loves people, so she would love
Yes.
to interact with everyone. There's not a soul she doesn't.
Yes.
Um, okay, but let's say we talked a little bit about how not having communities when you're younger and that. So,
Hmm.
what message do you have for someone who might be attending their first Pride? And that could go for young or any age, but
Hmm.
because sometimes that first, I remember my first Pride event.
Hmm.
I was terrified
You was
because
terrified?
yeah, oh yeah, this was like 10-ish years ago.
Yes.
I just it was weird being around people who just wasn't afraid to be themselves. To me, that was
Hmm.
because I wasn't able to be myself there at
Yes.
first. So it took me many, many years to finally get to a point where I love who I am. I love sharing about who I am, going to events. But there are people who this might be their first event, and they
Hmm.
can be any age because
Hmm.
But what message would you have for them?
The message I would have for somebody attending their first Pride event: be open.
Okay.
Be open. It's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to not know. It's okay to walk into the unknown because you don't know what to expect, but be open. And I feel like in our community, we don't have enough, especially in the South, where we want to feel inclusive and have community, but a lot of us are a lot conservative.
Mhm.
We hold back a lot and we're scared of being ourselves because growing up we weren't allowed to be yourselves. It's not that many communities, but coming to a pride event you get to actually like, okay, I'm open. This is okay. This is a safe space. This is where I can be myself. Um, and if you're even navigating on how to even be yourself, because some of us don't even have those identities yet of who we really are in this community, especially coming up, just be open. You will see a different things, different people, different, just different avenues. Just be open. Be open, and most importantly, be honest with yourself.
I think it was last year, a couple years ago, I took my mom to her first Pride,
How
and
was that?
she loved it. I think she was a little like not sure what to expect because
Yes.
there are people who paint it in a negative aspect.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
hear a lot of that in small towns. So she wasn't kind of really sure what to expect. But once she got in there, she loved it. She was talking to people. She wanted a picture take. Like there was a drag performer. She was like, "Ooh, I want." She really embraced it, and I was just happy to get to see that because I remember a time in our lives where
Mm-hmm.
being gay was kind of very frowned upon,
Yes.
and it was just kind of opening and nice to see how far we've come.
Yes. I was super scared at my first Pride event a couple years ago, over 15 years ago. Super scared. Um, I didn't know it was people that look like me. I didn't know if it was people that would embrace me. Um, I have created a sense of family inside of community. Um, it was terrifying, first and foremost, but I was open. Um, and another thing in our community, we built this thing around promoting inclusivity and promoting safe spaces, but sometimes we can be our biggest fallback. Sometimes we can be our biggest critic. Sometimes we can be very judgmental. And that's not even something that we promote on a day to day for everybody to be a part of. But I feel like if we step outside of ourselves and just be open, it would create a sense of newfound sense of just the community. So just stepping outside of yourself. And when I did that, oh, I had a ball. And every year from there, I've had a ball. I love it. So I could do this is I work day to day and I'm a serial entrepreneur. So when I get a chance to just be free, nice, be business mode, business mode, business mode, this is a sense of just a time to just relax and embrace who I really am. So
I mean, if you go, you're going to make friends. There are so many
yes.
different types of people, and that's the
Hmm.
great thing. Like when you're in a small town, like you may be the only gay person in
Yes.
the town, or well, you
Hmm.
might think you're the only.
You feel right.
But that's one of the things I like about Pride is you'll go and you'll see all different types of people,
Hmm.
sizes, races,
Hmm.
different backgrounds, and
Hmm.
that's what I love about events like this because, in some sense, you may not get that in the community where you live.
Absolutely. Hmm.
And I just, I love being able to interact with different types of people because I feel like that's how I learn and grow.
Hmm.
And that is something I'm very passionate about.
Yes.
So, and one thing, if you don't know where to start, just start talking to people at the booths. That's
Yes.
one
Just
thing
start.
I just go up, be like, tell me about your organization. And, you
Hmm.
never know, you might find your people at that booth or
Hmm.
just say hi to someone. We're very welcoming and friendly, I feel like.
We really are. When we step outside of ourselves, we really are. But I feel like it's not even a sense of just being really hard on our own community. I feel like it's a sense of comfortability. I feel like once we get comfortable and we know, hey, this is safe. Hey,
Mhm.
this is where I belong. I feel like our guards are down at that point. But it's okay to be guarded because we have to be. We're in the South. We in LGBTQ plus community. Um, so we have different reasons to be guarded, to protect us. But this is beyond a safe space. And come out and find your people in your community, and you never know. You might find your next good friend out here. You never know. So
I have I've made great friends at unexpected places, like
absolutely.
conferences where I'm like, I'm so glad I stepped out of my comfort zone, went to this event, and
Hmm.
because it's weird, I'm an extrovert, but I'm also introverted because there are times I have to
Hmm.
push myself sometimes, and
Hmm.
that's the struggle I have some having to just say like, all right, no, you need to get out there, meet some new people, because I
Hmm.
truly believe in this day and age, it's the community or chosen family you make that's really going to help you get through some of those dark times. So, what advice would you give to an ally or other community organizations that want to help support Black LGBTQ plus events or initiatives?
I was
Because
gonna. I said it again. I was ahead of you.
I know a lot of times people are like, we want to help, we want to get involved, but they don't know
Hmm.
where to begin.
I feel like the first thing is just actively participate. Take the initiative. Um, we don't necessarily have to jump into addressing the systematic inequalities right away. Let's not. We don't. Let's
We're not going to solve that in a weekend.
yes, Rome wasn't built in a week, so we let's not jump straight into that. Let's amplify by providing our voices, support Black LGBTQ plus events by just coming out, speaking, provide resources, showing your face, actively participate, come to events, just That's just start there. Once we start there, and I believe in the power of building relationships. So once we start there, let's build relationships, and then we can jump into the big fish. But let's start out little first. So just support each other. The first step is just coming.
Awesome. All right. Well, where can our listeners find out more about the Pride in the Park event, get a complete list of your schedule or how to get involved, or just where can they go to find out all things Little Rock Black Pride?
Okay, so you can find all information about our weekend, volunteer opportunities, ways to get involved by visiting the official Little Rock Black Pride page, and then all of our social media avenues. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, and we are heavily, heavily on Facebook. So all of our social media channels, you get updated on events, times, if anything changed, anything like that, it will be on all of our social media. We are heavily active in that. If you have any questions about any events, anything that's a little bit like, hey, I don't really understand. Hey, am I welcome? Because we get a lot of questions from other people, first timers, or just people want to support. They don't think that they're able to come because it says Black Little Rock, Black, you know, LGBTQ plus community, just Black Little Rock Black Pride, but it's for all. Just let it's for everyone. Don't think you're not invited. We won't embrace you. It's not you. It is open to any and all people. So just follow us on social media, check out our handles if you want to volunteer, look at our official page, social media, just DM us, and let us know. And I can also be reached Phiffany on all social media. Name is the same on everything. So if you just DM, if you just say, hey, I don't know, is it okay? How do I start? Hey, we're welcoming. Just come out and support. Oh, that's the first thing to do.
Support goes a long way, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Like just knowing someone supports me and or organizations that help people like me,
Yes.
that, that goes a lot. That says a lot because we've
Mhm.
got so many people working against us these days that
Absolutely. Hmm.
just support alone can do a lot.
And you never know what resources you might need. Um, it's always something you might have been thinking about something. Hey, I really want to do this. I don't even know where to start. You never know who you might run into, where you feel more inclusive and more prone to get that help or things like that because you're finding people in your community that's just like you. So that you feel more comfortable with trying to do different avenues and things in your life. So just come out, support. You never know what you might run into, what you might come across. Like I strongly suggest strength and unity.
Okay. Is there anything else you can think that you might want to add or share to let people know?
No, we are gearing up for this weekend. It's going to be a really really big weekend. It's beyond celebration. um it's just come out and support, especially that Pride in the Park. It's for one for all. So if you just come out and support, let's start somewhere and start there, and then let's bridge that gap. So yeah,
I
that's
like
about it. Mhm.
that. All right, well, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me on EAC Speaks. I appreciate you coming to talk about Pride in the Park and Little Rock Black Pride. And again, that's coming up this weekend. So be sure to go look at the schedule, plan your time that you're going to go, and just go out and have some fun and meet
Yes,
some new
it's supposed to be nice weather, so stay hydrated because we are outside. So stay hydrated, get your fans, and
people.
you know,
Get your
get your
sunscreen.
portable fans and things like.
Mm-hmm. Have everything. Get
Yes.
everything. Protect your skin because
Yes, come out and put your boots on the ground and bring those puppies and bring those your pets and your children and things like that, and let's just one for all. So I'm just excited.
awesome. Well, thank
Mhm.
you again, and I appreciate you coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and thank you, everyone. Join us next time on EAC Speaks.
All right, bye.